Hi guys, what's up? This is Screen Guard Guy here coming to you with another Dota commentary. Today's game is going to come to us from the Pacific Pro Circuit. This is one of the group stage matches. I'm still waiting for a lot more people to just sort of like go on Ghost of Gamers, sort of vote for the replays and put out comments so I'll know which ones are good, which ones aren't. But I found two, I think, which are Noypi against iZone.Gigabyte. They usually give incredibly high quality games. Both teams are incredibly powerful, I guess. They're really, really strong players, and they're both about equal, I think, in terms of level. I think iZone may have the slight advantage in terms of experience, but Noypi has a little bit more of an unconventional sort of lineup going for them, and they always produce fantastic matches. So, you know, there are two of them. I figured I might as well cast those while we're waiting so we can get just, you know, some content out for you guys. Phantom Lance is going to be first ban out. In response, Magnetor as well as Bat Rider. All very, very standard bans so far. Dragon Knight plus Nyx, not so standard. It's not that these heroes are bad or they're not common, but to pick up two carries in a row is really, really committal. And it, of course, does give pretty much their entire strategy away to iZone at this point. iZone, feel free to counter it whoever they wish to. I don't think they might choose not to go the carry route and just try and outlane them. They've already picked up Puck, Shadow Demon as well. These are all heroes that are just fantastic for the team fight, especially if they're going to pick up a Kunkka next. Might just, you know, get that chaining with the disruption, but they are going to be iZone instead going to opt for a Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend probably going to go mid. I think he should just be able to outcarry the Dragon Knight. I don't know. It's a little tough. Nyx maybe in the jungle. Queen of Pain also going to get picked up. That is a powerful lineup so far. Very, very offensive. Very, very strong ganking potential. The amount of burst damage that come off of Noypi at the moment is fantastic. They just need stun. Somebody to set it up. I maybe see a resurgence of something like an Enigma, just because what's his face? Magnetor has been banned out. Tidehunter, Darkseer, all the heroes with the big AoE sort of ults and stuns. These are all heroes that I'm looking at. We're looking at Sand King's gonna get banned out. Lion is a counter. Presumably don't want to have to fight with the Queen of Pain. I'm actually surprised we haven't seen Skywrath Mage banned out from the Noypi side. Skywrath Mage, I think, would wreck this lineup. Although, you know, the magic immunity from Nyx might be very, very powerful, but just looking at the Queen of Pain, she's just way too fragile at this point. Dragon Knight, we've seen in the past that he has no trouble getting sort of hunted down by a Skywrath Mage, particularly with all that burst damage. 2-second cooldown on Arcane Bolt. I'm wondering if we are going to see him. Does he synergize well with the iZone lineup? I think so. They've got a number of squishies though, and we're going to be seeing Jakira getting picked up. That's the AoE stun. That's an AoE stun. Might help a lot for the team fights. I'm wondering both sides might decide to go for Darkseer. Darkseer hasn't been seen a lot as of late, but I think he might actually complement either side at this point. Only time will tell. I think Tidehunter from Noypi, they definitely need something in the way of supports. Crystal Maiden, Vengeful Spirit. Vengeful Spirit I don't think feels like the right one. Single target stun. Vengeful Spirit's more of a gank here. Earthshaker is what immediately springs to mind, but of course he got banned out, as well as the Naga Siren. iZone recognizing, you know, we don't want to give those guys those big AoEs. Tidehunter is kind of okay. He doesn't really give the position you need, and his stun duration is actually too short. Who else could be coming out? Support who can really set it up. Noypi has no problem with damage at the moment. Damage is, they're okay in that department. We're just gonna be speeding it up yet again, particularly if they can get enough farm. I'm wondering Queen of Pain or Dragon Knight gonna go to the mid. They'll have to contend with the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend doesn't have a natural escape mechanism, which is why he wasn't really seen for a bit, but now he's come back because he's strong early game, strong mid game, strong late game. What more do you need? Just keep him, you know, protected with some of these heroes like Jakiro, Shadow Demon. He's absolutely fine. He doesn't need somebody to hold his hand, really. Once he gets Shadow Blade or a Blink, he's actually quite survivable. It's just getting that initial farm period. And he can outlane a lot of heroes just having that extra damage. Queen of Pain, though, a very, very powerful mid lane hero. There's another one that could possibly take down a Shadow Fiend. I would say it has to be the Queen of Pain. I mean, level 1 Shadow Strike is 200 damage over time, so cancel bottles. Oh, man. That means you can't bottle charge yourself through it. A lot of burst damage coming off both sides. And she has that natural escape mechanism. She has a Blink. And I'm hoping to see some Nyx infest into Queen of Pain, and she blinks in and does a big splody thing somewhere along the line. Tidehunter, I'm seeing. I think Kunkka feels just like the right lineup for iZone. I don't know, just to round things off, give you that setup. The boat just going to be absolutely fantastic against this damage. Captain Coco's run is absolutely insane, just giving that 50% damage reduction. Like, you will take it later, but having it for I think 12 seconds just to be sort of taking less of these nice right clicks, less of the Dragon Knight 100% AoE splash damage. It turns the tide of the team fight, but they're still going to go for the Weaver. I think this feels a little bit like a wrong choice. Definitely going to be seeing a tri-lane Shadow Demon plus Jack plus the Weaver. It could be an okay tri-lane, but I don't feel that they'll be getting any very many kills at all. And Weaver is, of course, one of those heroes. He does need a lot of farm to be well, actually even remotely effective. Shadow Fiend, not so much. He doesn't need a Lincoln Sphere or whatnot. He's got a Bane pickup. This feels odd to me. I know we've seen a lot of Bane apparently in Dota 2. I don't know. I haven't watched Dota 2 in a while. But it just feels wrong to me. In the setups, it's sort of like they don't know where to go between a ganking team or a pushing team or a late game carry team. But we'll see how they play it. We'll see how it works out. Keep in mind, I'm probably the worst Dota player you guys have ever seen. And so we're going to introduce the players. Hatred going to be going off on the Nikes. Stop moving. Jay going to be going Dragon Knight. He will be going mid. He's picked up those 3 GG branches. Akasha probably going to be taking a solo lane. G Heart going to be playing her. BBBBBB going to be playing the Keeper of the Light. Mikey Hart going to be playing Atropos, the Bane Elemental. I'm not going to introduce the Shadow Demon, the iZone players, because they're only 2 letters. 78, that huge iZone.Gigabyte S6 going to be playing Jakiro. 69, yeah, going to be playing Nevermore. Not going to be going for the quick bottle build. 10, going to be playing the Puck. Why can Dragon Knight solo mid? He's one of the few melee heroes who can do it. I think Beastmaster is the other one that immediately springs to mind. I mean, any hero can really actually just kind of do it. I used to play solo mid Rogue Knight a lot, and against heroes like Queen of Pain, Shadow Fiend, Venomancer. It wasn't like you run out of farm, because you do have that extra bit of experience and that extra. So that means, you know, more stats for investing in stats, a little bit more gold. But the reason why Dragon Knight does it so well is because, of course, Dragon's Blood just gives him such a great edge. And what's a great nuke? His Fire Breath, of course. Level 1, he has a 2.5 second stun. Should he skill it? It becomes good for him, really. He can sort of take damage and he can sort of dish it out. So he's one of those heroes. As we see in the bottom lane, we're going to be having some warding. No counter warding. Does anybody have... I hear right clicks. As we see the Shadow Demon's Disruption already going to be going off. Weaver's going to be making a chase. Shouldn't be able to do more than a bit of harass. Disruption skilled instead of Soul Catcher. We're going to be seeing Nightmare immediately onto the Shadow Demon. Shockwave. Wow! First blood already being taken off. Look at that Ice Path going to be stunning onto 2. Weaver's going to be moving forward. Is Jakiro going to be okay? I don't think so. They have another Nightmare. Shouldn't have the mana for it at level 1. Oh, he does have the mana for it. What did he get? Absolutely not. He just has enough mana. Shockwave going to be waking him up with a few more right clicks. Oh, is there an open wounds? No, just going to be right clicking him away. Oh wait, hang on. No, why, as we see the stun coming off, as we see Weaver's going back for the Bane Elemental, he's going to be doing some right-click damage right there, and he's going to be warded off of one more right-click. Actually going to be dropping another hero kill. Bane Elemental survives by the skin of his teeth. Going to get chakra'd up, in fact. No, he's not going to get chakra'd up. He's just going to take some clarity. Wow, that was horrible of me. Oh, Nightmare. Just absolutely... Well, it's being a nightmare, essentially. I see the right-click's going to be coming off. iZone.Gigabyte already feeding off 2 first bloods. Not the way you want to go against Noypi. Noypi, a very powerful team. And I think I don't know if they have the late game, but they have something of an edge. And actually, it's a little bit more offensive than I thought. I was thinking Nightmare, yeah, it's strong. Open wounds, really powerful. I kind of underestimated the damage output of Shockwave. I think it's 200 damage as well at level 1. Magic damage. And yeah, these are fairly squishy heroes. Jakiro, maybe not so much. But we saw the way it melted his life. Shadow Demon, definitely so. Even though these are heroes with, you know, fairly high amounts of strength, they tend to get owned a little bit. I don't think actually Dragon Knight could. Sorry, I'm just keep looking at between. I don't think Dragon Knight could actually stay in the lane for very long against the Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon, just by the nature of having that extra, I think 72 damage once he maxes the Necromastery. I'm not so sure if it's become good to max it actually. I've heard rumors, tell, actually keeping it level 3 and maxing the raises as opposed to Necromastery might be a good idea. I'm not sure. I haven't really experimented with that build myself, but he does choose to up it. It is, of course, 72 extra damage, which is insane. It is more than a Sacred Relic, and it will be at like level. It will be within like 10 minutes, if not less. He's actually already level 4 currently at the 2-minute mark. And I'm not so sure if I know any heroes that can stand against a well-played Shadow Fiend. But, you know, 2.5 second stun, a lot of strong burst damage. Dragon Knight has to bottle up. He's been both sides bottle crowing, just running for the rune. Is he going to find one? It's not. 3 minutes, 14 seconds. No way. Ray's just going to miss. That will be saving grace for him. Level 4, Kupu against this Akasha. Level 4 as well, as we can see, Disruption. Plus Soul Catcher, Ice Path as well. Shockwave trying to clear everything back. Bane Elemental looking very, very low, but he's no more follow-up. Shadow Demon tried to go for it. Open wounds, he's going to go down yet again. Shadow Demon way too aggressive, considering how he has no right-click damage, and Bane was actually, I think, quite healthy in terms of HP, even with the Soul Catcher off him. See Tower actually going to be doing a tremendous amount of damage. Should not be sticking that low. Dragon Knight, is he low on mana? He does. I don't think he has. Yeah, no, he doesn't have the Fire Breath quite yet. Both sides ball crowing very, very, very quickly. Up top is actually one I want to see. Queen of Pain against Puck. I keep forgetting their names. Against Puck is a very, very classic combo, and certainly it's one that I think Puck should have the advantage just because of the phase shift. You time it well. Queen of Pain usually tends to dominate. Shadow Strike just so effective at harassing, and I think that's exactly what we're seeing. Illusory Orb just, I don't think it can stand up to the escape mechanism that you get, the natural escape mechanism you get with the blink. And I don't think it stands up to the amount of, and the Reality Rift, I don't think, just can't avoid every Shadow Strike. Can you? Nah, not with bottle crowing, not with good timing, good reflexes. Especially if you're injecting a couple of Scream of Pains in there every once in a while. Bottle crowing. Most annoying thing in the world. Notice the Xailer not using his Illuminate to hit the creeps. Instead trying to go to the areas where they're heroes. Keep that creep equilibrium as we see iZone.Gigabyte. Shadow Demon comes up top. Sonic Wave going to be picking off the Puck. There's the Soul Catcher, but nothing doing. A few right clicks. No poison at this point. It has to be maxing that Soul Catcher. You see, oh, Keeper of the Light's going to be coming in to reinforce this one. Are they actually going to be making it go Illuminate? Queen of Pain walking forwards. Oh, Magic Wand up to, you know, to use that screen more efficiently. See the Raze is doing a tremendous amount of damage to that Dragon Knight. What levels is Dragon Blood? Has he been skilling it, or has he decided, no, it's only level 1? Yeah, so standard build, he's kept it. As you see, he goes into his ranged form, just giving a little bit of an edge. That poison damage, not to be underestimated, but neither of those Razes. Raze is incredibly powerful this level. He's nothing Necromastery. How many souls has he got? Unfortunately, it's impossible to tell. But he's going to get the Raze and the Dragon Knight kill. Oh, I should have just kept my mouse there. And we see, I think what appears to be a huge... No, not a dive. He's just farming incredibly close to the tower. Feast, of course, does give you a great deal of that extra damage. And, of course, that lifesteal, it doesn't hurt as we see Shadow Demon's Disruption. Plus the Soul Catcher Winning Rift going to be going off. Illusory Orb. There's an Illuminate going to melt him. Unfortunately, the silence just wears off. Queen of Pain's going to get out A-okay. This Shadow Demon has not been having a great time. I got to say, iZone have been losing... iZone may have dropped the first two kills. But that mid lane Shadow Fiend getting that early kill, I think might have negated that, but then immediately they lose up to the top. The fact that Puck is level 6. Okay, well, fine. I guess I don't know what I was talking about. I was about to say the fact that Puck is not yet level 6 means that they're going to have huge troubles later on when it comes to the team fight and initiation, but he is level 6. So I actually have no idea what would happen if things actually did boil down to the team fight. Both sides, I think at this point, content to farm. To see the stunner's going to be moving in. Do they want to be... Are they able to catch out this Dragon Knight? He's fairly tanky, but he is only level 7. With the burst damage coming off from the Knights, a few well-placed Razes, Disruption going to be going off Soul Catcher. There's the Ice Path. Unfortunately, Soul Catcher hits the ranged creep. See, the Nightmare immediately goes off, and it's going to actually get worn out immediately. Thanks to a few right clicks. And... oh, Ray's going to be picking off that Bane Elemental. Nice job by Mike. You see the Fire Breath trying to do some damage. Is he actually going to go for a kill screen? Pain plus Sonic Wave. Going to get one kill. Dragon Knight. I mean, the Twin Head Dragon is going to go down. A few right clicks. And Tower will be picking up. No, she won't. Magic 1 or 2 OP at this point. And we're going to be seeing, I think, what's going to be the first tower down. Pings are going off at the top. He's not able to do anything. The best he could do right now is pressure the lane. And with a single TV scroll from, let's say, the Keeper of the Light, it is definitely going to be defended, whereas mid-tower looks like it's about to go down, and they have the Illuminate, they have the Fire Breath, and don't forget, Dragon Knight's level 1, Elder Dragon form. The poison damage does work on towers. It's like 20 damage a second for like 5 seconds or something. It helps with the push. Trust me on that one. And of course, the stun becomes ranged, and there we're seeing an example of a prime example of that. Are they able to get this? The Raze is doing a tremendous amount of work. He's gonna have to work hard to build up his soul army again. And Bane Elemental takes up duties at the top of defending this tower. As you see, a tower is actually gonna get denied. And Dragon Knight is in a little bit of trouble. Waiting Rift plus an Illusion Orb. Illusion Orb didn't do any damage. Didn't hit him. Oh, the Dragon's Breath. Not gonna get the kill. Dual Breath gonna be going off. That Crow. Oh, okay. Power Treads just picked up. Queen of Pain coming in. She's gonna be doing some damage. Immediate disruption. The Soul Catcher onto her. And we see the stun plus the Ice Path gonna catch too. Illusion Orb doing a little bit of damage. A few right clicks from those illusions. Nothing much. Bottle Crowing. Oh, this is so crazy. I see Illuminate gonna catch nobody. The Zayler looking very, very low at this point. And that's the end of that engage. See in the bottom tier, the bottom tower, Weaver has picked up her Tranquil Boots. Lifesteal going for Armlet at this point. Not so sure what Weaver's going for. A very late Midas, perhaps. As you see up top, what's going to be going on? Immediate Nightmare. There's the Ice Pack. Not just to ward him off Brain Sap, Scream Pain, but nice Reality Rift. Oh, Waiting Rift, not enough. Not enough to save you, my friend. As you see, I just want to check out the scores really, really quick. 9-2, very, very much in favor of Noypi at this point in time. A few right clicks. Weaver doing a tremendous amount of harass. I want to check the amount of gold he has, but then I'd have to switch heroes, and that's just not worth it since we don't reserve slots. Oh, Drakiro melts to the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain diving very, very deep. She has bottle crows. She has bottle crowing abilities, so why not? I've only done it a few times successfully. One of the downsides is you have to have your own bottle. Your own crow. Not your own bottle. Of course you have to have your own bottle, but your own crow as well. Or you have to be really conscious of whether or not the team needs it. And let's face it, they always need it. That's just for the heal up and a little bit of damage. See the Shadow Demon Disruption? No? Okay. I thought they were going to make a go onto the Nikes, but instead, Queen of Pain picks off another... No? Illusion Rune. Okay. Not another kill. Another Illusion Rune. I don't think it would have been a mistake. I don't think he had much. I mean, he had the creep wave with him. Oh, but he does have the armor now. There's the disruption. There's the soul catcher. There's an ice path as well. A few right clicks. He's immediately going to rage out. That's all you have to do. Swarm going to be latching onto him. They want to take him down. I don't know if they can. Up top, a courier is killed. There's a big team fight going on. The Purge. Where's the Purge? Is he level 6 yet? He's not quite yet level 6. As we see, courier killed. But I think Shadow Fiend managed to wave off any particular signs of distress, and it looks like iZone trying to take a tower here, but Illuminate just so good anti-push. There's wounds coming on. Oh, there's immediate disruption defensively, but wow, that Illuminate is such a powerful skill. As we see a few right clicks. Oh, Soul Catcher not going to be doing much. That Ice Path is going to save his life, though. Only level 4. Illuminate just not going to catch it in time. Shadow Fiend, it's all on you. He hasn't even got Power Treads yet. Immediately trying to rush. As we see the Dream Coil going to be going off. Fire Breath. Raze is doing a tremendous amount of work. A few more right clicks. Oh, there's the Waiting Rift going to be picking that one off. Really could have used the souls. Actually, Yaffit's. It's not Yaffit's, but it just says Yaffit's. It's Mike, isn't it? Who plays the Shadow Fiend? No, 69. What am I saying? Mike is on the other team. Gosh, I'm horrible at this. It's been a while, guys. It's been a while. Forgive me. We see, oh, Queen of Pain trying to go in very, very offensively and feeding. I think she may have overestimated the amount of mana she had. I think she thought she still had enough for Sonic Wave, and that was evidently mistaken, particularly when she got hit by that Waiting Rift. Probably didn't know the puff was there. Sorry, that's what I'm seeing. Lifesteal, now that he has the armlet, can afford to be a little bit more aggressive. 1600 HP this early on in the game. I mean, look at, compared to the 600 off from the Ruby and Weaver, he's probably the tankiest hero. He is the tankiest hero on the map. I'm going to say that right now. Nobody else can compare. Like, if they could, even if the Dragon Knight, Dragon Knight's only at 1100, so the fact that he's got the arm, and that's, of course, the armlet turned on, means he can afford to be a little bit more, aggressive with his farm. So you see a few more right clicks, just going to get rid of that Swarm. Going to be getting a Claymore. Well, 2 items immediately come to mind whenever I see a Claymore. Of course, Why Shadow? Lothar's Edge. Why do I keep saying Shadow Blaze? You see the disruption plus Soul Catch going to be going off. Dual Breath. So much damage done on the Dragon Knight. He's going to be trying to get a revenge kill. Not going to be able to get one. Immediately going to drop. Lothar's Edge is of course the first one. You see Yafet's coming. The 69 coming in with a big ult. Is he going to die? No. Going to get the kill first, but he's going to. But Weaver will be paying for it with his life. Unfortunately, the Swarm still manages to catch off. Keeper of the Light. Nice big ending ult coming off from that Shadow Fiend. What was I saying? Lothar's Edge immediately comes to mind off the Nyx. Nyx dove a little bit deep, just as I said, you know, he could probably be a bit more aggressive. He couldn't be a bit more aggressive. But he managed to get the 2 kills, very importantly, the 2 carries as well as a tower. I think might have just been worth it for Noypi. And I think they were going to get this tower outright, no denies. Creepboy's already there. Keeper of the Light in position to TP if they need it. Oh, but here comes the defense. They're going to want to defend this. They're going to want to deny this at the very least. And it looks like that's exactly what they're going to be doing. Queen of Pain's not going to be jumping into the fray. As much as we like to see that. She just hasn't got the items. What was I saying? Yeah, Shadowblade, Lothar's Edge, as well as Battle Fury. Lothar's Edge already completed on the, as we see, Illuminate's going to wreck this team. That is an insane spell. That is an insane spell, and it should be nerfed. Okay. The amount of Illuminate kills we've seen so far. Nah, of course, it's incredibly difficult to hit, and I'm actually surprised that he's able to get this many in. The timing is absolutely fantastic, and the coordination to get those stuns is just amazing. As we see Shadow Fiend managing to get a solo kill. Nightmare's going to be going off into the Bane stun just to remove that, and we're going to be seeing the Brain Sap plus right click's going to do it. We see another tower is going to be taken. Noypi are on a roll, but mid tower is going to be... Oh, no, not going to be going down. Despite the best efforts of this Shadow Fiend trying to farm that BKB. So yeah, Lothar's Edge, immediately what I think when I see this play more, but I have a feeling, is it for or something else? What could it be for? It's just on the tip of my tongue. I don't think Lothar's Edge is a good choice for the lifestealer at this point. What else could it be for? Battle Fury? even worse choice. And you see this, just a little bit of jungling here, trying to pressure up top. Maybe catch the Shadow Fiend. If Dragon Knight goes for a Shadow Blade himself, oh, we're gonna be seeing some Nightmare initiation. But thanks for that very nice Lothar's Edge, he might be turning it onto them. Probably gonna be going in for a big ult as we see a big chase gonna be going on at the bottom. A few more right clicks, open wounds infest, not able to do anything. Just TP out. Why wouldn't you TP out? A bunch of right clickers without stuns. Why not? Shadow Fiend not able to catch anybody off. And a few raises just to pick up some souls along the way. Level 13 at this point. And that ult is still very much a issue actually for the game. For the opposing team. Oh, he keeps canceling it. We want to see that big ult. He's trying, of course, to get into position to oh, see the Dream Coil maybe just be enough, and they are gonna actually get that kill. Try to get in position so that he'll hit Queen of Pain with all the lines of damage. Something you can do if you have a 0 collision movement, invisibility, such as I guess phase boots technically, but they're not yet likely to stand still. But Lothar's Edge, I think invisibility rune also gives you that 0 collision, but you'd have to ask. No, invisibility rune doesn't give you 0 collision. I'm pretty sure you can block people. Someone's going to have to do some myth busters on that. Dragon Knight very far forward. In fact, he's going to be trying to make a stun. No, and looks like a first tower is going to be going in the first tower that iZone are going to be taking down, and probably going to get denied, actually. Is it? No, not yet. Actually, not yet in deny range. Okay, that's fair enough. Dagon's going to be the item of choice for this Fairy Dragon, which is cool. I like Dagon. I actually think it could be the right choice. Yules might also have been an option to consider. And it was a hand. Why would you hand him Midas? As you see, the open wound's going to be going off immediate. Lothar's Edge out. Just going to stand outside of Ward Vision. Sentry wards. Sometimes, I mean, they're better. 180 for 2 charges of dust, or 200 for 2, as we see the stun going to be going off for the what's her face? Gonna get Chainsaw Death. We see immediately Weaver's gonna walk out of there, and that will be the end of that. So let's talk a little bit about we'll see the Shadow Strike. They are chasing her, but no, nothing's doing. See, Dragon Knight's gonna be coming into the fray. Has he got Lothar's Edge?
Our allies' town
let me just talk a little bit. As we see another kill going to be going off somewhere. Right here near the bottom, as you see a tower's actually going to be going in the way of iZone. Thanks to this incredibly powerful Shadow Fiend. As we see, yes, again, a big team fight breaking out. The Screen Guard guy's not here to catch it. Fire Breath, trapped between the creep. Okay, he's going to be moving back. Oh, I thought he was going to run in. No? Okay, absolutely not. Did he get a kill? Anyway, let's just talk a little bit about Sentry Wards plus Dust. This is horrible with me. They're actually... Mike is on the Atropolis. Okay. Player names. Let's just talk a little bit about Sentry Wards versus Dust. 180 gold for 2 charges, if I'm not mistaken, for Dust. 200 for, a 3-minute lasting Sentry Ward, particularly when your opponent... Oh, as you can see, Screen Pains is instantly going to melt. That Disruption is going to be doing a lot of work. Swarm's going to be going off. A few more right clicks. Is he going to actually go down? 3 stacks of poison, I think, is on his head. See, Queen of Pain's going to get Dream Coiled in, but not before Puck dies, and she's going to be blinking out, taking that stun. A few right clicks. And another tower is going yet in the way of Noypi. Despite the fact that they didn't actually get bottom, Shadow Fiend deciding to do that split push. Couldn't save the middle tower, decided, you know what, gonna keep the creep equilibrium going off in the other direction. And I'm going to be getting my boots of travel, so I will be pushing Shadow Fiend. It's a little bit greedy, but it's kind of what we need right now. We kind of need to keep the, the creep lanes, the lanes pushed on all sides. Keep that creep equilibrium strong, so that we don't get constantly pressured and have to defend, and I can't get any farm. Sentry Ward, of course, if you're dealing with opponents who have multiple amounts of invisibility, like Weaver and Shadow Fiend, which is what Noypi are dealing with, especially if you know you're going to be fighting in that sort of area and you have the stuns to keep them in place for a long time, it kind of does really make sense to go for Sentry Wards, which is why I think they've done it in this particular instance. When we saw that gank up there, it was over here, where they cut out the Shadow Fiend. Dragon Knight wanted to stun instantly, that 2.5 seconds stun. I think it should even be 3 seconds, 3.25 now. I mean, because it's maximum level, and I think he is at 15 or something, so it's supposed to be 3.25. Trying to get that kill. Immediately, somehow, murder is going on up top. You see, what? Fail smoke gank, and I couldn't catch it. No, it wasn't a fail smoke gank. It was a correct smoke gank, and I couldn't catch it because its invisibility comes off on the map when you don't have an observer slot. You just can't see anything. So BKB probably going to be the item of choice here for this Night Davian. He's got the shadow. He's got the Lothar's Edge. Illuminate's going to be pushing forward, and Tower's going to be pressured slightly yet again. Where is the Shadow Fiend? Shadow Fiend currently dead. Who is Queen of Pain? Wow, going for the Lincoln Sphere at this point. Not a good option, I'm going to say. No, I don't really see it. I mean, what do you block? You block Disruption. That's it, isn't it? Isn't that it? Is there anything else that you block on the opposing spot? I mean, Lincoln Sphere on the other side makes sense. I mean, you block everything that Bane throws at every single one of his skills. You block the stun coming off on the Dragon Knight. As you see, Weaver's going to be going down. That stun is incredibly imbalanced. No, it's not. It's just well used. Do you block Dream Coil? I do believe you do, actually, so that might have been it. As you see, the Ice Path plus, no Soul Catcher, actually. Oh, there it is, and a few more right clicks. The Purge as well, doing a tremendous amount of damage. A few more right clicks. Dream Coil going to be going off onto 2. Oh, that nice stun going to go off. The Nightmare onto the Jakiro. Nice counter again, going to be getting the Shadow Demon. Mini Nightmare backwards. As we see the Ice Path going to be doing a tremendous amount of damage. Dual Breath, not to be underestimated. A few right clicks. No Waning Rift. Where's the Waning Rift? Just a few more right clicks. Are they going to get this Bane? Are they going to get this Bane? There's a chase. Meanwhile, there's some sort of a chase going down. Nightmare's going to be going off. It's going to be immediately transferred to allow the Puck to do the Waning Rift. Nice plays there. Few right clicks. Come on. I want to go back to this. It was going to be Brain Sap. No, we're going to be seeing somehow he's going to fall. And up here, we're having a ring around the rosies. Tried to recall him. Fortunately, he took player-based damage. Dual Breath yet again. Where's Puck going? He's got an Urn of Shadows charge on him. He's Nightmared in the trees. Illusory Orb, not going to be flying to it because he's too low. He doesn't want to get Brain Sapped, of course, which would be the end of him. And we're seeing a Brain Sap going off in the Jakiro. Waste of time. Oh, complete waste of time. Somehow Shadow Fiend dropped in the engaged. Queen of Pain moving forward. Screaming Pain is more than enough, plus the Urn charges. We see he's just going to run up, immediately time-lapsing. He's going to have to Scoochie out. There it is. Oh, so much damage. Blinding Light going to do a tremendous amount of work here. You're going to be seeing the Soul Catcher plus Disruption. And it's just trying to keep it off. He's actually, I think he's going to pay for his life. The open wounds, yeah, finally off cooldown. The Rage did not need to be there. The Shadow Demon, 1-1. You're not playing with the quality, with the, you know, you're not being the person Mr. Rogers knows you can be. As you see, the BKB. So it was the Lothar's Edge. I guess this is a fight of the Lothar's Edge. The initiation potential it does give you. It's not something to be scoffed at. This Bane Elemental plus Queen of Pain combo, I think maybe actually could be dangerous to the Shadow Fiend. Do they have detection? Is my question. No, they don't. So I'm not just gonna walk away like a boss. He's actually gonna be going back to level 15 currently. Oh man, I think how much life does she have? Oh no, unfortunately she just has enough. And I'm not sure. No, Lincoln Sphere definitely doesn't block as we see the ice path. Not gonna be enough to save his life thanks to a nice rage. Rage against the machine. This game has turned into a kill a minute. It's difficult to follow as we see 28-10 currently. 23 minutes in, the Raze is doing a lot of work, and then just Lothar's out like a boss. No big ultimate to start things off. Nice immediate blink out. The Bane Elemental though is probably going to die. And please tell me, Dagon, learn the lesson of the last time. Don't let him run. That Bane Elemental, I thought he had the luck of like the gods, but nope. Yafit's the reason why you can play this pusher. You can push these creep lane incredibly fast raises. Oh, there's the open wounds. They have detection. No open wounds yet onto him. Oh, gonna be going down, melting, doing absolutely no damage. He has the gem. Okay, just checking to make sure. Keeper of the light, picking up the gem, taking one for the team, and it's working out. Love the Midas coming off this Nerubian Weaver. Because what does it mean? It means he's doing nothing for the team fight. Winning Rift plus you lose your orb. No Dagon though. Why? Because he hasn't got any damage. He's just got a hand of Midas. He expects the game to go on for like another hour or so, maybe. Maybe the Midas might have been great. Even Radiance at least gives you plus 60 damage, plus the 40, you know, damage. At least it'll help with the push. The plus 30 attack speed coming off from hand of Midas. And now you're going for Rings, Ring of Hell. I mean, it might have been a smart play. There was a point where iZone were actually okay in the killing department. They didn't need more damage and would have been perfectly fine for the Nerubian Assassin. Nerubian Weaver, sorry, Nerubian Weaver to farm. Unfortunately, that point elapsed very, very quickly when the life stealer started, you know, taking, well, charge, I guess, and he started to, no, so it's not BT. It's gonna be a Stygian Desolator, and decided to go for big mega kills, in fact. And yeah, that's all the initiation you need. The amount of damage on life stealer, actually, he peaks quite early as, I mean, he doesn't peak quite early, but he activates quite early as well, similar to the Shadow Fiend. Able to pick up a nice 3 souls, plus 6 damage. Not something to be scoffed at, but it certainly doesn't have its early game impact, its early game wow that it did. That Ghost after that Gem site. Moving forward, 3-shotting the Jakiro thanks to the Stygian Desolator, chakra up so you won't suffer mana problems. Oh, this could be bad. This could be bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this could be bad. Okay, I guess it's not that bad. I thought they were actually going to try and push for the tower, but no. Everything went better than expected for them as we see Shadow Fiend on the other side of the map. So if they do want this tower, it is theirs. There's absolutely no way the opposing team can possibly stop them. In fact, if they stand beyond here, they're dead thanks to a stun or an open wound. Look at how much damage this life stealer is doing. I don't know how they're supposed to kill him at this point. Shadow Demon Disruption. I don't know. It's not to say they don't have the team fights. See the Soul Catcher. Immediate stun going off in the Shadow Demon. Ice Path. Where is Shadow Fiend? Where is Shadow Fiend? He does need to be here as soon as possible. No Dream Coil quite yet. No Blink, actually, in fact, on the puck. So we're not going to be seeing any big things. Decided to go for Dagon instead of Blink. A bold choice. Please tell me it didn't at least upgrade it. As you see the Sonic Wave going forward. BKB forced out just to run away. Dream Coil onto 2. So much damage. Blinding Light going to be doing a little bit of work here. Bottling it up. Raze is trying to clear the creep wave. Has done so, but tower is going to melt. Queen of Pain doing a fantastic amount of work. There's a Shadow Strike. A few more right clicks. We're going to see the right click going off. Shadow Fiend's Disruption not going to save his life thanks to that nice gem. Nightmare off onto the Weaver. A few right clicks. The stun does actually get her off. Disruption defensively used. If you see her feeling right click, she's going to go down anyway despite time lapse, and I think that is the game. You see the Rex is going to be going down. And I don't really see how they can come back from this one. They came kind of close to defeating the Lifestealer, but then Queen of Pain just came in and wrecked them. She's going to be going for the Aghanim Scepter next. A really good initiation coming off from the Noypi squad. The stuns just going off onto the Shadow Demon. It was just really nice coordination. And unless they make a big mistake, a big throw, I mean a team-wide throw, like this. No, it's not even going to happen. Open wounds to Imba. Not going to get a single thing. It's just not going to... Grab. And armlet toggle. No, doesn't even need it. It's nothing's gonna work. Like they're not gonna be able to win this one. Let's see. The phase shift out. Flaming Rift stun coming off onto 3. The Dream Coil so nicely placed. Oh, see the BKB coming off. Dagon actually gonna be picking off the Lifestealer. No stun, unfortunately. As you see, Bane Elemental nightmaring himself is gonna be going down. Rises galore, gonna be patching that one. He had to use a BKB charge. I think that's his 8-second charge. Yeah, now he's on 8. Sorry, this is 9-second charge. Now he's on 8 seconds. Immediate teleport downwards. I don't feel this Shadow Fiend is quite fat enough. I don't even think he can take on the Queen of Pain. Trading right clicks at the moment. Do more. Okay, I was completely wrong. He can totally take on the Queen of Pain. He can take on any hero, I think, one-on-one, except for the Lifestealer and the Dragon Knight. Fortunately, Lifestealer and Dragon Knight disruption. How did they even see her? She's gonna be blinking where? Okay, okay, that's cool. Tried to go for the river, fortunately, just too short. Level 18 on this Shadow Fiend needs to pick up those souls. Oh, he's actually maxed out 6. Okay, that's cool. In the meantime, I think more farming benefits the Lifestealer more than anything, even with the boost travel to try and keep the creep wave going the opposite direction. Armlet already picked up in the Dragon Knight. Lifestealer is yet to pick up any super late game items, which means his potential strength, the strength that, you know, Mr. Rogers knows he can be at, is like 50. It's like huge. It's tremendous. It's like double at least of what it currently is. Yeah, of course the Shadow Fiend also has quite a ways to go. Can he get that farm? Is his team as well coordinated? Certainly with those Dream Coils, Puck is, but the follow-up damage just isn't there. Magic immunity is starting to become a problem, especially since there's so much magic damage, so reliant on magic damage on the Scourge side.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
It's a little bit iffy to see. I guess I really shouldn't just call it just yet, but it does feel like GG just because it took a very, very long time to take down that Lifestealer, and actually this could be it. This makes sense. You notice that the illusions, they weren't attacking the Roshan, they were just being used to tank. That's because, you know, if illusions attack Roshan, instantly they disappear. But of course you could micro them all to tank, and then they, you know, attack the Roshan and disappeared. This could be it. This could be it, actually. This could be the comeback. Having an Aegis of the Immortal on your side with the Shadow Fiend, if they're able to get the team, they may be able to get a Rax, and that could just lead to a nice bit of a comeback. I'm not saying the end of the comeback, and certainly not if the Sentinel at this point have buybacks, but they just need to remove a few key players, and those key players being the Queen of Pain plus the Lifestealer. Dragon Knight, he's tanky, sure, but he hasn't got the attack speed, even with the armlet. Hold on. We'll see. We'll see. And of course, it goes without saying that they can't lose more than one hero, and it cannot be that. As you see, Sonic Wave going to be melting the out of position twin-headed dragon. And I think that's the end of that. Can you get a good initiation with the ultimate? Maybe pick off one hero instantly, like the Bane. If you pick off the Bane, how much health does the Bane have? I think that ultimate does like 2,800, and that's so yeah. Probably pick off the Bane. If you can get that perfect ult, but you probably die. Thank goodness you had the Aegis. Is it worth it though? Where's the rest of your team? Those raises. Absolutely crazy. Going for the Manta style, I think the right choice. It helps with the pushing and the amount of damage DPS it gives you is insane. I take back that statement about Dragon Knight not being a factor. 1822 and he's the Hyperstone. He is very much one of those heroes that needs to go down. And the more items I see coming off the center side, the more hopeless I feel it is. You see those soul catcher, immediate stun plus open wounds just for that extra life steal. Big ult coming off, and he's gonna actually have to burn the Aegis right then and there. But Dream Coil onto 2. Oh, so much damage. Life steal looking very, very low. Bane looking even lower, and he's just gonna get chain stunned to death before he can do anything with that second life. At least he pops a second ulti. And that's it. Not able to get anybody. Buyback immediately comes off from the Shadow Fiend. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference at this point. They could kill him all day. There's the cooldown coming off on the Dragonite stun, which is actually becoming the biggest factor. It's like, what, 10 seconds? It's ridiculous. There it goes yet again, because they only need that 3.25 seconds to melt him down. And in the meantime, as I said, Weaver, no items to be afraid of. He has not even a Radiance. Oh, Dagon's not even going to be enough to take it off. He's too strong. True tank. A few right clicks coming after that rage. More than enough. Turn everything back. Plus the mech. See the Dragonite stun. A few right clicks. Sonic Wave could have been picking that one up. We're just melting things at this point. Magic Wand is, of course, going off like crazy. Second racks down. Actually, overall, a very entertaining fight. I'll be coming to you with another game. Once again, Noypi against iZone, because these guys are really, really fun to watch. It's over, guys. Let's face it. The buyback was used up. He's going for, what, a Reaver or something? No, he was selling something. Bashard's already being picked up on the Life Stealer. 1800 health. Just use the open wounds. Heal that health all the way back. Feast is fantastic, I must say. It does give you that early extra bit of damage, which is percentage based. So one of the few percentage based spells that is okay to get early on, or that I feel is okay to get early on. I think it's a good choice to get early on. But it's always nice to have your own source of life steal, like as a Tanic. Just to be more life stealery. Nah, Abyssal Blade probably better. Here we go, the initiation. Should go on the Weaver actually. Nope, instead gonna be three-shotting just three-shotting the Jakiro. Forget about the Weaver. Oh, she does of course have the Lincoln Sphere, which of course will block that initiation stun. See, Weaver makes so much sense for her to get the Link Sphere. Think about it. Blocks that stun for starters. It doesn't, of course, block the rest of the stun with BKB. But you block Shadow Strike. You block everything from Bane. You block the stun coming off on the Dragonite. It's value for money, man. Just makes sense. Queen of Pain. All I can see is the disruption. What is there anything else? No, I don't think so. I don't think there's anything else. Open wounds yet again. Gonna just melt him. And yeah, Twin-Headed Dragon decided he's had enough of this. Shadow Demon, Fairy Dragon. So congratulations to Noypi. I think they've taken this one well and good. I'll be coming to. It's not really a best of 3, so I don't think it's a game 2, but it is in the same tournament and it is group stages. So yeah, and I'll be seeing you guys with that one. I'll just finish up here. Hopefully we can pause if it lets us. It's winter in Australia, by the way. Well, it's coming on, but it's not really winter, but it's getting cold. So I tried to force that for a minute.